there guys, time for another play along video with Mrs. Steck. I have got my clarinet here and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go through all of the rest of page 11 for us. So we're going to be doing numbers 39 and 40 since in our last video we did the rest of that page. I feel like I'm going to sneeze, so if I get interrupted by a sneeze, I apologize in advance. All right. For Russian folk song, we're only going to do part A, just the top line. I'm not going to go through the counting for this one because I think we should be pretty familiar with how to count the 1, 2, 3, 4, that the quarter notes get 1 beat and that the half notes get 2. So I'm going to skip the counting for that one. I am going to go to do the counting for number 40 because it's in 2 over 4 and that's still kind of new for us. Plus there are ties and that's also new. So let's go ahead and go through the notes. I've got E, G, G. Ooh, that's a terrible G. Sorry. G. Then I'm going to repeat that same thing. So we're going to go E, G, G, G. And here again, E, G, G, G. Then I've got A, F, D, F, F, E, 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 G, G, G. Look, it spells egg. Egg. All right, and then we do that again. So E, G, 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 A, F, D, B, C, and this is a tie, so tied to a C. Okay? So going through, I do want to clap count. I'm not going to write in the counting, but I do want to go ahead and clap count it just so that we have maximum practice on all of this. We can really think clearly through everything. Let's go down to about 80 beats per minute. Clapping and counting. And 1, 2, and here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, off. Okay. Let's go ahead and go through the notes. We're going to say and finger the notes on the clarinet as we go through. And I'm going to go ahead and play with smart music. Now this has 2 parts, so you're going to hear the part 1, and you're also going to hear the part 2 together. So you're going to hear 2 parts. There's no accompaniment, just 2 parts. One is melody, the top line is melody, the other one is harmony. So here too, the top voice that you hear is the one that we're going to end up playing. Just notes and fingers. Here we go. 2, ready. E, G, 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 E, G, 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 A, F, D, F, F, E, 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 G, 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 E, G, 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 A, F, D, B natural, C, 2, 3, again. E, G, 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 E, G, 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 A, F, D, F, F, E, 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 G, 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 E, G, 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 A, F, D, B natural, C. And if I come a little bit high off the fingers, remember we do want to stay as close as we can without actually touching or covering the hole to give us the wrong note, but we want to keep fingers close. I'm just kind of trying to demonstrate exactly what the fingerings are, so don't necessarily come out as far as I am to do that. So do it a little bit tighter for yourself, okay? This is only for demonstration, bigger for demonstration. All right, we're going to go ahead and play I'm going to turn off the my part so that you only hear the top part that you're going to actually be playing. I just don't want you to get confused with hearing two parts and trying to imitate maybe the wrong note. Okay, so here we go. One time through. Remember to roll up on your A. So we're going to use kind of like this part of the finger at the right about there. I'm going to use that second knuckle really more than the tip of the finger to play that A. Here we go. 2, ready. Now we'll turn the accompaniment and the my part back on. So we have both parts, and we also have the addition of all of the instruments that don't necessarily have melody or harmony. They have backgrounds. Here we go. 2, ready. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I'll go ahead and get this loading while I go through. Now, again, this one I'm going to go through the counting on 2/4 is a little bit new, and so are some of these ties that go across the bar line. Okay, so let's go ahead with the counting. So I've got 1-2, half notes get 2 beats, and we bind them together by tying them with that dash in the middle, just like reading pages 1 through 2 or 1 through 10, whatever it happens to be. Quarter notes each get 1 beat, and we're going to not connect them. Okay, they're separate. 1, 2. This is a half note. We'll just pretend the tie isn't there for a second. That's 1-2. And then we have the quarter notes 1, 2. But this tie here, I'm going to connect this back around. So I've got 1-2-1. So we're going to hold through 1, 2, 1. Next note 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, here we've got a slur, not using the tongue, but they're 2 separate notes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1-2. Again, a slur down. 1-2, 1-2, 1, 2. And then we've got, this is a tie, and you can tell the difference between a slur and a tie. This note is on a line, this one's on a space, and this one's lower. Okay, they're 2 separate notes. It doesn't necessarily matter what notes they are. We're going to go through that in a minute, but it doesn't matter what notes they are yet. It just matters that they're different notes. So we've got here 1-2, then 1, 2, and we have to go back and put the tie in that goes from this note to this one. So we got 1-2-1 again. 1, 2. This is a slur. 1, 2. Now we have our last tie. 1-2-1. Then we have 2 as our rest, and rest we put parentheses around because we want them to be silent. Okay, clapping and counting this one. Ready? And 1, 2. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Repeat. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, off. Okay, let's go through the notes. We've got G, E, F, G tied to another G, G, A. Oh, my handwriting is so bad. Sorry. G. I went from massive letters down to teeny tiny ones. Overcompensating. F, E, G, F, F, D, F, E. That's an E. Sorry. D, E, F. We all make mistakes sometimes. F, G, F. I just saw it wrong as I was going by. D, B, and C that's tied to another C. Okay, so we're going to go through the fingerings here in just a second. I do want to remind you all, we talked a little bit about this in class, so if we're thinking about our hand as a musical staff, because a staff has 5 lines, we have 5 fingers, we have 4 spaces in between our fingers. So there's 4 spaces on a music staff. So we can use this as a really good guide if we're not getting past the point where you have to have these notes spelled out for you. If you can't see what they are on your own, this is a good tool to kind of help with that. So remember, every good band does fine. E, G, B, D, F. Okay, those are, so every time you have a note that is on, like right in the middle of this first line, that's E. If it's on this one, G. If it's on this one, B, D, and F. Sometimes we have notes that are on spaces. The spaces spell the word face, F-A-C-E. So if you got a note that's on the first space, it's F. If it's up here, that's the last letter of the word face, so that's the letter E, okay? And everything in between. All right, let's go through the notes. Bump the tempo down. Oops, I moved too far. No accompaniment. Here we go. Turn that down just a little. Ready, just doing the notes and fingers. 2, ready. G, E, F, G, G, A, G, F, E, G, F, F, D, E, F, F, G, F, D, B, C. And again, G, E, F, G, G, A, G, F, E, G, F, F, D, E, F, F, G, F, D, B, C. Let's go ahead and play that. So pretty. I really like this piece. I like a lot of music that's from other countries. Love folk music from around the world. All right, here we go. 2, ready. once more with accompaniment, and then we're done with page 11. Here we go. 2, ready. My fingers slipped a little bit on that last one. That's it, guys. The next time we are in the book, we're actually not going to be on page we're not going to be on page 12 because we're on page 11 now. We're also not going to be on page 13. We're actually going to go all the way to page 14 because 12 and 13 are just music for kind of Christmas season, and we're way past that. So the next thing we get to learn about after we move past page 11 is eighth notes. Brand new rhythm, much more interesting rhythm, and much more interesting music. It's going to be great. All right, I'll see you later, guys.